But this is a example of where I've not used game in order to have genuine and consensual actions that leads to primal physical situations with women. I'm trying to be very YouTube friendly. I've been very, very direct and straightforward with regard to my comments and questions of asking girls of what I want from them and what I'm expecting in order to lead to physical situations later down the line. And I feel personally that if you don't use these direct statements, which are grounded in the BP of the woman's physical attraction for you, and she's giving you S-tier choosing signals, if you deviate from that, then it is manipulation. And the example that I have, I don't know if you teach this yourself, and I would want to hear your thoughts. I saw this from TikTok, is that if you are asking a girl to come back to your place, you should use some BS reason for why you want to have her come to your accommodation. For example, in the TikTok, it said that, hello, I want you to come to my apartment because you would really love my plants and they are dry and I would like you to water my plants at this moment. And to me, that personally feels as manipulation. And instead, what I've had in my own experience, I've not used those tactics, and it has still led to success. I would say to the girl, hey, me and you, we are going to go back to my place. And your friend, I am going to drop her home in your hotel on the way back. And me and the girl that I'm with, we are going to have action when we get to my apartment. And
so
I'm going to...
Wait, hang on. Let me get this straight. So you tell the girls that, hey, we're going to have action when we get back to my place. You will say that on the date?
No, in the nightclub scenario. So I will be talking with the girl, and we have already had some romantic feelings, and then I will say to the girl, hey, I like you, I am interested. I want to take this back to my apartment, but I understand. And then she will say like, oh, I want that too, but my friend is here in the situation. And then I will say, okay, that is all right. Let me try to deal with this situation. Can I speak to your friend and see what we can do? And then I will say to the friend, hey, I like your friend and I want to go back to my apartment for action. But
that's just goofy. Okay, wait.
So I understand you are here and I don't want you to be left out. So I don't want you to
so the girl you're trying to pull, right? The girl that you're interested in, not her friend, the girl. She asks you, oh, we Waffles, what do you want to do back at your place? How do you reply to that?
Then I would say, I am open to all scenarios. I want to get to know each other more. I don't know how I will feel in the moment, but if we are both feeling... Yeah, wait, I don't know how you will feel.
Isn't that manipulation? You're not open to all scenarios. What if she wants to put a strap on and fuck you in the ass? You're not open to that.
No, then I will communicate how I feel, that I don't want that scenario. Then I will say I'm open to anything when we go back to my apartment, and I am open to getting to know us more.
But if you're trying to be direct, why don't you just say, I want to have sex with you? That's why we're going back to my place for. Why don't you just say that? If you want to be really direct.
I wouldn't say that because
why?
That is too forward and confronting.
Why is being too forward a problem?
Because in that scenario, when we're still in the nightclub,
well, a lot of women would not.
It's too direct.
So you're applying social skills and social savviness to not come off as too direct, right? Is that what's happening?
I know what you're trying to get at here.
It's just a very simple question.
But at the same time, I'm not actually expressing in that moment that I want to take her back to my apartment in order to have action. I am saying that I am open to any situation if we go back to my apartment and just have a conversation, get to know each other more.
Yeah, but the reason you want to bring her back to your place is because you want to sleep with her. Let's not do any ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you said that
might be at the back end of my mind, but it is not a hidden intention. And she would know that is a possibility.
Yes,
and I am expressing that as a possibility.
When I say, if she said,
exactly,
because she has social skills. But once again, so is my summary correct or incorrect? You're using social savviness and understanding of the social awareness to not come off as too forward. Is that correct?
It is, but it is still open to interpretation. But what I'm trying to get at is that if you use the analogy such as we are going back to my apartment to water my plants, that is very, very, very ambiguous.
We both
And
agree that
not
telling a girl
anything.
that you're coming back to water her plants is crazy.
Yeah,
We don't have to disagree on that. So let's do a hypothetical.
No, but that's what I've heard from TikTok. So what kind of statements would you make to a girl?
Care about TikTok.
Alex, let me say. So what kind of statements would you make to a girl in order to try to bring her back to your apartment with an open-ended interpretation?
Yeah, I'll happily answer that after I get one more question in, so we don't detract. Okay,
yes.
I'll happily answer that afterwards. Okay, so then let's do a little thought experiment, right? Let's say you go out and for 2 weeks, right? And then every single time you're about to bring a girl back to your place, you say something along the lines of like, yeah, let's go back to my place and have sex. That's what I want to do. Versus let's do another same time period, same exact amount of time you go out, but instead you say what you say now, which is a more socially savvy way of inviting the girl back. During which time period do you think you will have better results?
No, it is. No. Hold on a second. What I'm saying is still very, very direct. If I say to the girl, do you want to come back to my apartment?
Well, that's why they have direct game. She
already has in her mind, oh, he's asking me to go back to sleep with the guy.
I understand. That's why they have something called direct game.
And then I say, in response to that, that is not what I'm asking. I am open for whatever develops. I'm open for whatever interpretation happens. I'm not asking you just to have sex with me because I might not feel it even when I get back home.
I understand your point.
I feel that if I instead ask what I've seen from TikTok, where they say, hey, do you want to come back to my apartment to water the plants? And then when I get her to my apartment, then I say like, oh, we might as well have a drink while I'm here. And then like, oh, let's go to the bed right now. You know, if I ask those,
I don't care. I don't care about the plants. You did not answer my question at all. Once again, I will re-ask the question. I'll keep asking until I get an answer to this question. Hypothetical. 2 weeks or 1 month where you go out and you're super direct, like more direct than you are now. When you're pulling a girl back, you say, let's go back to my place for sex. Another month, you go out, same amount of time, talk to the same amount of girls, but you do what you do now. During which month do you think you'll be more successful? Just answer that question.
So one time I ask for direct. One time I ask for direct, and what is the statements that I say for direct?
You're not answering the question. Just answer the question.
No, he's clarifying.
And then what is the other statement?
The direct part is you saying I want to have sex. The other one is saying
what you do now.
Whatever
he says now is the direct part.
What is the indirect statement that I asked?
Hang on. We don't have to call it indirect statement. We can say less direct statement. So we have a more.
Okay, what is the less direct statement? I want to know.
What was the statement again?
The less direct statement is exactly what you're doing now.
I can sum it.
Okay,
no. Daddy Waffles, let him answer.
No, okay. Let me clarify that yes, I would have more success by asking the less direct statement. Okay. But the reason for that is because when the girl was in the club or on the date venue, she doesn't necessarily know if she wants to have sex in that moment. So I will ask for the question, hey, I want to go back to my apartment and I'm open to all interpretations for another glass of wine. We can get to know each other more. And whatever happens, if it develops, if we have those feelings, then yes, it might lead that way. But it doesn't. I'm putting pressure on that. I'm saying I'm open to all interpretations. And that's going to lead to more success.
Let me
finish. Because in some scenarios, the girl might not be feeling that she wants to have sex there and there in the moment on the date scenario or in the club. But then if we go back to my apartment and have more of a drink in a romantic setting and we get to know each other more on an emotional level, then she might have those feelings change. And she might want to have sex with me consensually and willingly.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Big picture, by employing better social skills, you're going to be more successful. Congratulations. You just found out how game can help you.
No. But there's a difference. There's a difference between game and manipulation. Because if a guy says a statement,
social skills and game.
What is manipulation?
There's a difference.
What is the manipulation about scenario outline where you're just super direct and say, yeah, I want to go back to my place and have sex? Where's the manipulation there?
There is no. That's very direct, but it shows a lack of social skills, and it also
social skills can help you get laid.
Yes, but
no. There's a difference between social skills and game. There's a difference in social skills and game. Because
what do you think is the difference between social skills and game?
Tactics and strategies.
Because if you use game, it can often imply manipulation.
Okay,
And
so what about if you
tactic-
use game without manipulating?
Well, in that
That's just
situation,
social
then that's fine. But as long as you
Okay.
communicate clearly to the girl
So-
that you're
So, okay, so
communicating
you agree
with,
that game actually matters as long as you're not using manipulation.
as long as you're not using manipulation,
Okay.
then it is absolutely fine.